with the same female individual in the same clothing inside the store as well. Photographs were taken on both scenes, both the 24/7 on Clinton as well as the 24/7 on Sonora, indicating the same suspect inside both stores. While it was a different vehicle on beach scene, both vehicles were tailgaters and both vehicles were registered to Luke Adam, the defendant. The defendant was pursued on foot after exiting the vehicle. No visual was lost of the suspect between him leaving the vehicle and during the foot pursuit. And he was directly apprehended as a result of that robbery. In his possession was a makeshift 1911 firearm. Therefore, he was charged with 2 times robbery of a low security institution and 1 times criminal possession of a firearm class 1 charges, which we will prove beyond a reasonable doubt today. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And the defense can go ahead and make their opening statement now if they would like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the court, we find ourselves here today to discuss the state's charges against my client, Mr. Luke Adam. The prosecution alleges Mr. Adam was involved not only in a robbery of a 24/7 on Sonora Freeway, but also a separate robbery at the 24/7 on Clinton. While Mr. Adam was indeed detained following the incident on Sonora, the defense contends that the state's claim linking him to the alleged robbery at Clinton Avenue is based on mistaken identity and insufficient evidence. Now, the prosecution may point to Mr. Adams' past record suggesting he has a history of wrongdoing, yet a prior record alone cannot justify assigning guilt where there is little to no solid proof, in particular, no clear evidence of documentation places Mr. Adam at the Clinton Avenue scene, certainly not enough to convict him of that alleged crime. The clothing he is said to have worn is common throughout the city, and relying on such vague description is far from conclusive. As we proceed, we will demonstrate that any link between Mr. Adam and Clinton Avenue robbery is purely circumstantial. Prosecution's case relies on indistinct features and incomplete details rather than verifiable facts. We ask the court to keep in mind that this is the state's burden to prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
All right, thank you very much. Well done to both of you. All right, so the way this works for those in the audience is that the state goes first because they have the burden of proof, again, beyond a reasonable doubt, like was mentioned, meaning a higher standard. So really, beyond any question of was it this guy, did he commit this crime? So we can start off with the state. You can call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. The state calls Leon Kukulski to the stand.
All right. Oh God. I mean, okay, Kukulski. Yes.
What do you mean by oh God? What do you mean by oh God? I'm fucking dumb fuck.
Wheat, Your Honor, are you swearing in or are you having Wheat do it as a bailiff?
Wheat, do you know how to swear him in? I made you a bailiff. If you fuck this up, you're fired.
Officer Kukulski, would you please stand on the...
Wait.
Please
Yeah,
stand
can you get up here? Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Officer Kukulski, can you please raise your left hand? And do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Doge, the dog?
What the fuck?
I
He's
swear.
a worthy. He swears.
Okay, thank you, Wheat. Can you please list your name for the record?
My name is Leon Kukulski, officer within LSPD.
All right, great. Everyone can hear him, yeah?
Yes,
Just a
sir.
little- Okay,
Hey,
perfect. All right, you can go ahead, Mike, your witness.
Hello,
Or do you
Officer
want him,
Kukulski.
Do you want him to do narrative?
I just jumped into it.
Okay,
We'll
yeah, go
we'll
for
give
it.
him a little bit of leeway with the first question. Officer Kukulski, can you please tell us about the events on January 4th, 2025, for which we are here today?
Yes, I can. So, there I was, patrolling with my fellow colleague, Deputy Bruce Norman, when we received a dispatch call for the robbery of the 24/7 on Clinton. We arrived. Seemed pretty standard. Black and color tailgater. 3 suspects on the scene. 1 hostage. One of them brandishing a firearm. Nothing out of the ordinary. Typical clothes, I would say, for any of those suspects. I remember them very well. We secured a hostage. Other units were pursuing. There was visual of a vehicle. The vehicle was reset to Mr. Atom at the time.
Let me just stop you right there to point you to a photograph, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Apologies. Permission to approach and put a photograph up.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Easy. Oh, all right.
That's good work.
Technology.
sheriff.
It's not my. It's
Yeah,
not my forte,
technology.
okay.
Yeah. It's-
I will note the photos being put up are from evidence directly from the MD.
Is this a photograph that was taken of the suspects at the Clinton Avenue scene?
Yes.
Okay. And this was taken by an officer on scene during the robbery.
Yes, it was.
And the individual to which you are indicating was brandishing a firearm, that's the male suspect in black there.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And you said there was a vehicle on scene. Who was that vehicle registered to?
The vehicle was registered to Luke Atom.
Okay. And what happened next?
So what happened next? Where was I? Oh, there was another dispatch call because units lost visual contact with the vehicle. Unfortunate, it happens. I wasn't there. Anyway, we received another dispatch call from like 5 minutes or something to the Sonora. Me and Deputy Bruce Norman, we arrived on the scene, and I just said, "Bruh, it's not the same car." I checked the license plate. It was registered the same person. But it was a different license plate though. The same register. Oh no, different license plate. Convenient, isn't it? I look inside the store because there were already units responding to it. Lord and behold, the same outfit. Holy shit, the same gun. I was like, bruh, that's crazy, isn't it?
Hold just right
So-
there. So
Okay.
This is a photograph again from the Clinton scene, correct? Just to verify.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this photograph is from the Sonora scene.
Let me.
I'm sorry.
No, you mixed this up. This is
Okay,
Clinton.
so this
The
one is
previous
Clinton, and the
was-
other. My
this one
apologies.
is
They're
Clinton, the
so
other one was
similar. I
Sonora.
had no idea which was which. So this is Clinton, and the other one was Sonora. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct. It's
Is
so
there any
similar, you know?
difference at all between the outfit being worn by either the male or the female suspect in either scene?
No, this is exactly the same clothing, the same color, the same shape, the same cut, everything, shoes, the whole shebang.
Okay. And you said the vehicle that was on the Sonora scene that was also registered to look at him.
Yes, it was.
Okay. And what happened after the suspects began to flee from that second scene?
Well, Mr. Atom seemed to have some difficulty in operating his vehicle at high speed. He crashed out multiple times to finally crash out on the Olympic Freeway. He abandoned his vehicle and began to flee on foot. We remained the visual contact at all times, and he was several times to be finally apprehended by Roy Lowstein, by the gang block known as the Brute Force. He was arrested within this position. I found a makeshift. No, as usual, I was asked if he needs any medical assistance at the time, and I was transferred to the mission row and I processed him.
Okay. Give me one moment. Let me make sure I don't have anything else. Give me one more moment. I'm gonna put up one more photo for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So this one was from Clinton. This one is from Sonora, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And in the photograph there, it's cut off a little bit at the bottom, but the male suspect that you identified holding a gun, can you tell what kind of gun that is?
That is makeshift M1911.
Right. And you know this from your experience as an officer in the field, seeing these guns on a regular basis?
Yes, I see those guns on a regular basis.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay,
God damn, that was a
To
pretty good
Ross McCracken, your
prosecution.
All right. Hey, hey, Cole, how you doing today?
Bing chilling.
You
Bing
All right.
chilling.
So, you were at both the Clinton and Sonora 24/7 robberies, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Isn't it true that you never documented the license plate at the Clinton Avenue 24/7?
Wait, what do you? Sorry, real quick. What do you mean by document? You mean just note it down?
Did you? Yeah. Did you document the vehicle at the Clinton 24/7? Because
It wasn't me. I wasn't documenting the vehicle.
was there any documentation for the vehicle at the Clinton 24/7?
Someone ran the plate, right?
Usually.
You testified that they matched.
Usually.
So someone had to have run the plate, no?
There was nothing in evidence that it was pointing to a Clinton, correct? How did you? Were you able to identify any of the suspects at the Clinton Avenue 24/7? Just by
What do you mean by that?
how did you identify the suspects at the Clinton? Was it just by what they were wearing, or
I did not know at the time that I was Mr. Luke Adam. I just identified the suspect wearing this set of clothing, nothing else.
okay? Did you speak with them?
Yes, I did. Because I was taking the hostage. We're securing with Mrs. Deputy Norman. We're securing the hostage from the scene when the negotiation were concluded. And I spoken with all the suspects on the scene.
Would you agree that black clothing and a red mask are so generic that anyone could wear them?
No.
No? Why?
There is more to it than just describing someone's wearing a black clothing and red mask. It was also the way of the t-shirt was made, the fabric of materials, all the stuff. Even the socks. Even the white socks can be a little bit different. They can be a little bit thicker. They can be thinner. Different type of material. But this man, he was wearing exactly the same.
All right. So so what happened after the hostage was released for Clinton?
Me and Bruce were supposed to run parallel, as far as I remember, for the pursuit. But by the time we dealt with hostage, secured the premise of the store, the visual was lost with the vehicle, so the pursuit was called off. And then we received another call for another robbery.
All right. We're just going to switch to the Sonora questioning. Okay, so how long was it between the Clinton and the Sonora?
5 to 10 minutes.
And how many suspects were at the Sonora?
2.
Can I put a photo up?
Yeah, of course. If you can't just send it to me, I don't know if you can. You can try. Then if you can't, is it in evidence? Is it
Yeah, you were out.
Yeah, it's in evidence.
The
Oh,
officer
sure. Here,
judge
just
would
tell
have
me
to
which
put
one
it.
it is, and I'll put it up.
I'm curious which one because both of them are in both of them with pictures. Nobody else, just 2 of them.
Okay, it's Clinton hostage takers number 2.
Oh, I see. Well,
Oh wait, that's Clinton. Oh, never mind.
in both ones.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Even he can't tell the difference.
Yeah. So here there's 2, but hang on, there's like a inconsistent thing with the photos.
Yeah, because
Okay.
what is he trying?
Sorry.
The code is in the fucking side of that one too.
So at the Sonora, were you who did you talk to at the who was the hostage taker that you talked to?
To the man wearing a red mask.
All right, there's the Sonora one.
Okay. Sorry. The license plate. Okay, so what was the license plate of the car for the Sonora?
It was 50 Yankee 9611P Penumbra.
And what was it for the Clinton?
I don't remember. From top of my head, I don't remember. I wasn't responsible for the.
So okay.
Oh, they're run out there with their class.
All right. So what happened after the hostage was released at Sonora?
We pursued the suspects. He was evading. He was crashing several times. On Las Lagunas, he crashed out with a concrete wall where a female passenger ejected. We couldn't recover her. And then he crashed out again on Olympic. His vehicle was out. We pursued him on foot. We caught him. We transported him to Mission OPD, and he asked for the illegal representation. Yeah.
All right. I'm ready for the next one. I'm done. I may recall him, but probably not.
All right, perfect. Kukulski, you can go back to council table. You do remain under oath.
Brief redirect, Your Honor.
Oh shit, yeah, my B,
Yeah.
my B. I totally
Okay.
forgot that. Yep, everything's
Yes.
great. Yes, redirect.
Okay. Officer Kukulski, you said that you were riding with Deputy Bruce Norman that day. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We on TRT patrol.
And I'd like to point you to the report. Both you and Deputy Norman confirmed that the vehicle on the Clinton scene was in fact registered to Luke Adams. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And I'd like to point you to Luke Adams' civilian profile. How many tailgaters does Luke Adam own?
Free.
Okay. And one of them is the one that is photoed on the Sonora scene.
Yes.
And one of the other ones was the one that was on the Clinton scene. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Objection. Speculation.
Your Honor, he was on
Wait,
scene.
Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna overrule the objection only because he was on scene and he's gonna speak directly from the evidence and what he testified.
As far as I remember, at the time, Mr. Atem, the vehicle that was caught on Sonora, because I remember looking at his profile on the scene. That was the second tailgater that he owns, not the third one, not the first. That was the second one. And I looked, it was like, oh, here's another one. Cool. So
The
like, I
only-
remember on the scene looking at his profile to check how many tailgates does he have.
And you checked his profile in the moment on the Sonora scene because you knew the vehicle from the Clinton scene was registered to look at him. Is that right?
Yes, and was different license plate. So I was like, huh.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, any recross?
No.
Okay, I have a quick question, Kukulski. You testified earlier you didn't individually run the plate. Is that correct on the Clinton scene?
I ran the play. I didn't document because on the scene that was not my responsibility to do so.
Okay, but you did run it.
I did.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. All right, thank you very much. You are excused at this point in time.
With that, Your Honor, the prosecution
The man's
rests.
so dedicated.
All right, short and simple. Thank you. All right, at this point in time, we will move on to the defense. McCracken, do you intend on calling any witnesses?
Rooker, please.
Okay, Officer Ricker. Or deputy. Hey, yeah, sure, we'll go
Yeah.
with deputy. If only you were wearing a vest, Rooker, I would know what department you're in. It's fine. All right, we do your thing.
Deputy Rooker, full Deputy Rooker. Please raise your left hand. There you go. You swear to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you, Pepper the Frog.
Did you just swear someone under
Good
Pepe
God.
the Frog?
And the book.
Meet me in
Yeah.
my office.
Under
Hell yeah.
Pepe the
Meet me in
Frog.
my office.
Oh my god.
We
Can you state your name for the record and your occupation?
My name is Catalina Rooker, 343 with BCSO, ex-defense
Alright.
attorney.
We don't need your whole history. Breaker of chains, mother of dragons. Okay. All right, Mike, your witness.
Is it?
It's my witness.
It's
It's
not
Jack.
your witness. You see, guys, you got me all messed up here. I'm looking like amateur hour. McCracken, it is your witness. This is technically an adverse witness, which means you get to lead if you would like. So you can ask me
Okay.
questions. You're right.
Hey, Rooker, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. All right, Deputy Rooker, you arrived at the Sonora 24/7 after hearing there was a robbery in progress, correct?
Affirm.
And at that time, a black tailgater was parked outside, but you didn't personally take any photographs of the vehicle, did you?
I was in charge of hostage negotiations. I was first on scene. It would have been Ted Winkler per my statement that documented the vehicle.
Okay. Is it true you only saw the suspect wearing black clothing and a red mask from a distance and never confirmed his face-to-face identity?
I was inside the building doing negotiations. I was very up close and personal with the individuals inside.
All right. So, would you agree that a mask obscures a suspect, making it impossible to identify them by facial features, right?
I mean, his forehead was showing. Or the photos.
So, are
His mask
you?
did not cover every part of his body.
You spoke with hostage Sky West, but you never actually got a clear statement from her for that Mr. Adam was the one in black clothes and red mask, did you?
The hostage did not know the identification personally of each hostage taker.
And would you agree that without a positive identification of the hostage from the hostage, you were relying on your own observations about who was holding her, right?
I relied on my profession and my experience as an officer where we later apprehended him to know who he was.
During the pursuit, you believe the female suspect ejected from the car, yet you never actually confirmed her identity or whereabouts, did you?
Yes, but the woman is not being charged today.
Since so were you called away to assist for another matter before fully documenting everything at the Sonora?
I attached to the ongoing chase with the tailgater from the Sonora scene once I cleared the building and the hostage. I broke off at the very end after they had already apprehended the individual and he was taken to get medical attention.
Okay. That's all my questioning.
Okay, any cross?
Sure. Deputy Rooker, you were only present for the second robbery at the Sonora scene, correct?
Affirm.
The male suspect in black with the red mask was apprehended as a result of that scene, correct?
Affirm.
That individual was identified via fingerprints as Luke Adam, is that correct?
Affirm.
No further questions.
Alright, any redirect? Scope is very small.
Nope.
Okay, Rooker, you're excused from the stand. Thank you very much. Does the defense wish to call any other witnesses at this time?
Defense press.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna put the court into recess for some very short deliberations. Before that, does the state have any evidence it wishes to highlight?
The two photos that we put up back and forth and the interchangeability to the point where even we and the defense counsel got confused about which one was from which scene.
Okay.
Because the outfits are so similar.
Defense, do you have any evidence you'd wish to highlight? Evidence, lack of evidence, anything like that?
Lack of evidence at the Clinton Avenue for the vehicle.
Okay. I'm gonna put the court into a brief recess. Should be probably less than 10 minutes. Just don't go too far.
Once the judge leaves the courtroom, I have a little demonstrative for you guys, okay?
Alright, yeah, no, both of you. Yeah. Let's go into the office.
She gone. Okay, yeah. Remember when he said that Luke doesn't wear the same thing every time he commits crime? Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh, God damn it.
Blanc, that's my sheriff. That's my sheriff. Let's go.
It's really not your day for technology, hey Blunt.
Okay.
Damn.
Boom.
Damn.
Okay. Boom.
Oh no.
Damn.
Okay. Boom. And these are just all incidents since this happened. I didn't go before this. Change it up a little, Luke.
Fuck no.
Everybody's doing the Luke.
I didn't know they could do that.
Yo, McCracken.
Hey, what's up?
Wait,
Yo, are you gonna be around after the case for a bit?
Too. What the fuck?
Possibly, yes.
All right. Throw your,
Not a tailgater.
I'll have your number.
Fine.
You
It's
gotta
a
throw it
different
up
car.
on this, and, I'm gonna give you a call after the course.
Is that the same deal?
I'd like you to look at.
No, this
Sure.
is a buffalo.
All right, thanks,
This is a
brother.
buffalo.
Is it?
Yup.
Never mind.
Oh my gosh, it was during Christmas. Look at that.
I miss snow.
I'll take the
There's
snow over
actual
the
snow,
rain,
not
I'll be
Rebecca.
honest.
Y'all.
Yes.
I don't. I like the snow without the blizzard, but the blizzard
For a
makes
little
me
bit.
upset.
So you miss Blunt putting up the pictures? Nah, you missed the best part.
Man.
Alright, so Blunt put up pictures. So after the judge walked out, he put up pictures. He said something about Luke wearing the same thing every single time he does crime, and they put up pictures of several other crime scenes. Him in cuffs with the same exact outfit and mask.
We're having 3 people show up to
everything.
the academy earlier.
Yeah. And then Blunt said, Luke, you should change up what you wear.
Dusty
And
said
walked
he
off.
ate shit. Yeah, you can help. I don't mind.
That's awesome. I didn't know you could do that.
Brett, when you cover up your hair, you really look like fucking Austin Bean, pal.
You know what? Fuck the hat. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
kind of scary, Mike.
Like, it actually, I looked over, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Where did Bean come
Bean's
from?
here. When did Bean get here?
Yo, I would hire Bean in a fucking heartbeat.
I mean, I could probably let his PC know since we only got 3 of them.
Send the smoke signal out.
Excuse me. Hello?
I was supposed to do all of them yesterday, but I overslept, so.
You know what's funny? I should have just spiked my hair up and then gone and sat next to Jack instead of you.
We considered that, but I feel like that'd be really bad.
Yeah,
And then,
you.
like, ask the officer to identify me.
I want to throw shade right now and say they'd know it instantly because of the fucking nose.
Well, it doesn't go through the. That's
You can't tell from the photos. That's
Yeah,
one
but
way.
he. True, true.
we shouldn't wear that right now.
You really
You shouldn't have not put that on. in the court.
Would not put that on.
I'm only wearing it
I
for. I don't wear that anymore.
This forehead's not that big.
Yeah, why'd they bring up your forehead? That was mean.
Because they can barely see it from the little top of the.
That's so mean.
It looks bigger
and
in this
that's their
picture right here.
identification.
Apparently.
Why you think I keep my hair long, bro?
Actually, no. The identification was the thickness of my socks.
Ow, why do you have that up there?
What do you mean?
Why do you have a picture of his forehead?
Because it's huge.
Okay, I'll be seeing you after this. You guys have like an 8 head.
I have 3 Lukes.
I have the same size forehead as everyone else.
No, you don't. Yours is especially big, just like mine. Look at mine; it's ginormous. It's okay, Luke. We're taking a picture.
Who the fuck took my MDT picture?
Like, you put like 5 fingers on your. You can probably fit like 6 fingers in your forehead.
Yeah, see Albert's forehead? That's a small forehead right there. This is small. It's got a baby forehead.
Actually has a point. His visually.
But his is like
definitely
abnormally small.
smaller.
Everyone else is.
It's definitely smaller by a significant amount.
It's because his eyebrows are so high. He's like, his eyes are like so wide.
He looks like the little boy from that Polar Express, I think it is.
That's crazy.
My bad. My bad. Oh god.
Big forehead.
thing.
Nah.
Yo, my MDT is not that bad. Profile's finally there.
You have a
Dude,
profile?
mine could
Huh?
be worse.
You have a profile now?
Yeah, I do. It's crazy. I was actually excited, but not excited. Yo, Justin,
What?
look up Chase Cortez and MDT. Do you see anything that looks like similar?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I see it.
I gotta ask for a new picture.
Get the.
I just realized he
updated
testified
selfie.
that it was the second tailgater on my profile, but it was not. That's nice.
That's more. That's more.
Well, it's too late.
No, it's
Dude,
time.
the fuck no, you're not. Actually, you can, but
I like this chick.
Please wait till I'm up there,
She's a
please.
firecracker.
Yeah, does that do it for you?
alright, go ahead. Oh my god, okay. Alright, everybody,
That's
there we
wild.
go. You know what? I should also hit it since it's kind of
What?
a trial. So, there we go. Now we're back in session for real. Alright.
Don't. Okay.
We're back from deliberations. I am ready to render my verdict at this time. I do want to thank magistrate judges Angela and B for discussing with me. We're back for the incident 7690. Mr. Luke Adams charged with 2 counts of robbery of a low security institution and 1 count of criminal possession of a firearm, class 1. All right, I want to talk about a few things. The first thing is the robbery at Sonora. So what would have been allegedly the second robbery in the chain of events. I do find that police proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Mr. Adam committed the second robbery at Sonora Freeway. He was caught directly from the incident. He was identified on scene. His personal vehicle was on scene. I don't think there's any question. There's no doubts in my mind that he committed that robbery. So he is guilty of the 1 count of robbery of a low security institution from Sonora, and the count of possession of a criminal class 1 firearm for the makeshift 1911 in his possession at that time. The question comes down really to the Clinton Avenue 24/7. We have an individual where who the fuck put the milkman? Okay, all right. We have an individual wearing the same outfit on both scenes. The question is that enough to convict? We also had allegedly 2 cars, both black tailgaters owned by Mr. Adam, at each of the scenes. I first want to address the clothing. In this case, the 2 pictures, do I believe they're the same person? Yes. Is that beyond a reasonable doubt? Not in and of itself. There were no distinctive tattoos. It was a pretty simple black outfit with a red mask that anyone could be wearing. For example, I mean, I'm sure other people in this courtroom, you can put your hand down, I see you, could wear. Anyone could do that. The timing and him being with another individual, sure. Do I believe he committed the robbery at at Clinton? Yes, but my belief alone is not beyond a reasonable doubt. When there is an individual in the same clothing, there also has to be some other factor. For example, personal vehicle being on both scenes. Or as I've held in bench trials, DNA being at a scene. Something distinctive, really. Something distinctive linking that individual to the scene. In this case, in Kukulski and I believe Norman's statement, we have the officer/deputy saying, look, a black tailgater by Mr. Adam, owned by him, was on scene of the Clinton Avenue. However, there is a well-documented evidence in this case. There is nothing about that tailgater other than the written word of Kukulski, who, as he testified, wasn't the one to document the plate.
Holy shit, is he actually gonna win this?
Normally, I'd be just fine using the written word of officers and their statements. However, in this case, to document a plate on scene of a crime, even to flag it and then take a picture of you flagging that plate, is something that can so easily and so simply be done. I've done plenty of ride-alongs with PD to know there's a lot of standing around when robberies are happening. They got
Could have easily been done there.
on scene in the store holding up the hostage. There's no reason they couldn't take a picture of the plate. Every piece of evidence in the report links to the tailgater owned by Luke Adam that was at Sonora Freeway, which everyone agreed it was a different tailgater, also owned by Luke Adam, but a different tailgater at the first scene. There is nothing other than the plate that starts with, I think it's 0Y. Nothing other than that tailgater in evidence. Again, there's very thorough evidence in this case, but somehow that's missing. And that's an important piece, because him being in the same clothing alone, without any other piece of evidence, is not conclusive to the fact that he robbed this store. So at this point in time, I will find Mr. Adam guilty of one count.
Let's go. He actually won one.
Sonora 24/7.
And when he got caught.
Not guilty of the other count of robbery.
Let's fucking go.
Clinton 24/7, and I will find him guilty of criminal possession of a firearm class 1 for the makeshift 1911. Thank you.
So, who was supposed to document the vehicle from that scene?
Yeah.
Good job.
Who was the primary scene? Me and Bruce were securing the hostage.
I just need your bank account.
So you did it, right?
Fucking go.
You won. Number? Give me just a second. I'll take the charge off.
Good shit. Look at that.
Yeah.
Angela. Hello.
Hey, Ren.
I know why.
That was the whole purpose anyway.
He's no longer allowed to be a. This is rude to me.
Ooh, alright, get fucked.
Wow.
Sorry, whenever you're ready, it is. Oh, it's
Say
a
I'm sorry,
$10,000
Papa
refund.
V, and I'll forgive you.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah. Next.
Put it all on tailgater.
You can send that money to me. I'm actually Luke Adam.